Welcome everybody to a big night of semi-finals. We've got the WTA semi-final, second last day of the WTA. We're almost done. And then we've got Greece with Djokovic playing, also Musetti's playing later. We won't watch Musetti, but we'll keep an eye on his result. Because, of course, if he keeps winning, then he can qualify. Djokovic is not making a decision until Greece is over. So, tomorrow. This time tomorrow, we'll know if Djokovic is actually going to play the ATP Finals. But yeah, WTA Finals. That is where it's getting serious. We've got Pagula, Rybakina. Rybakina undefeated this week. Pagula only losing to Sabalenka in a 3-setter. That's the only match that she struggled in, or at least she was beaten in. And then we've got Anisimova versus Sabalenka. Huge match in the next one. But how we doing, chat? What's going on? What's up? Oh yeah, Djokovic playing Hanfman. By the way, Djokovic did lose a set to Hanfman in Shanghai, so that is interesting. Also, I wonder if Djokovic, if he does lose this match and Musetti loses, I wonder if Djokovic makes a decision tonight whether or not he plays in Turin. But we'll see. Well, actually, I went outside, and before we get started, because the matches haven't started yet, I went hunting today. Today was a hunt, and I found 2 games. This was $10, so I thought I'd just get it. I've never played it before, but I got Mario Golf. Let's go! So now I got Mario Tennis, Golf, and other stuff. So that's part of the set. I cleaned them up too. They had like stickers and shit all over them. So that's fun. And then at the Thrift, Rugrats. I know I've never played it. I was a fan as a kid though. I found this RoboCop 123. Never seen it. So that's gonna be fun. Ghostbusters 1 and 2. Underworld 1, 2, 3. Monty Python Holy Grail. Caddyshack 2. No idea if it's any good. I couldn't find the original. I was on the hunt for Christmas movies. I found 2. Christmas for the Cranks. And then I found this. I already got Nightmare Before Christmas, but I like this cover better, so I bought this just because I like the cover. Also, it has 1 disc. Whereas my copy has 2 different discs. So, it's a special edition. Look, I like this cover. It's a good cover. But that's not all. I also got Blu-rays. Starting with The Shining. Can't wait to watch that. Upgraded my DVD to a Blu-ray for Grand Budapest Hotel. You all said it was good. I watched it. It was good. And I think this the high quality Blu-ray will be nice to watch. Prometheus, Sherlock Holmes 1 and 2, Mad Max Fury Road, which is a stunning, crazy looking. I mean, I remember watching it, and just the visuals of this are crazy. So I can imagine it in Blu-ray. Gatsby in Blu-ray, same thing, just stunning visuals. And then Pacific Rim, which I haven't seen before, but I got it on DVD, and then I saw the Blu-ray, so I got the Blu-ray. It was a big day. I think combined, Blu-rays and movies all cost me, I want to say like $30. So that was pretty good. $30 to $40 for all of those. And that's Australian dollars, so that's I don't even know. So it was a good day. All right, players better walk out on court. Rybakina has been undefeated. Great movies there, yeah. Good choices, yeah. Yeah. I'm starting to upgrade. When I find a Blu-ray, I'm trying to upgrade my the movies that I know are, because some movies are not worth upgrading. I'm not going to get, I'm not going to get a cartoon movie or anything like that as a Blu-ray, because it's what's the point? I mean, but when there's movies that the higher definition quality will actually make a difference, I think that's what I'm aiming for. I'm keen to see Pacific Rim. I haven't seen it. A lot of great movies to watch. Oh, yeah. Also, I've never played Mario Golf, but I switched it on to check if it works, and it works. It kind of has a Mario Tennis vibe. So this could be really cool. I've never played it, so it's going to be fun. Also, chat, I'm not a hoarder. I'm a collector. I heard something really, really profound, and I'm going to start the streams with this because, maybe you'll, maybe you'll take something from it. But I was watching an interview with Guillermo del Toro, and he collects like horror stuff and like all this stuff. And he was talking about like how he collects paintings that are hundreds of years old, and like the thought of all the different people that have had that painting in their possession, and then it moves on to somebody else when they die or whatever. I'm like, I wonder who had this before me. Like, who did the person that bought this before me? Did they buy it from the store in 1998? Or did they buy it and then after they stopped playing it, they gave it to somebody else, and then they played it for a little bit, and then they gave it to somebody else, and then somebody else played it, and then it was handed into the wherever the shop, and then now I have it in my possession, and I'm going to keep it, and then when I pass it on to the next person, they will collect it, and it'll be part of their collection in their life, and I found that fascinating. I'll never know. We'll never know. But right now I have this, so the next person that has it will be when I'm not around, because I'll be buried with this damn thing. Just kidding. That is a Game Boy cartridge, yeah. But I thought that was a very interesting, like obviously this is very trivial compared to like a 500-year-old painting, but still, maybe in 500 years this will be something that somebody's got in their house and like, oh yeah, this is a 500-year-old Game Boy cartridge. All right. Players on court. Djokovic is going to serve first. And we will get it started. Like old school Game Boy? Yeah, that's like Game Boy Color. It's a Game Boy Color game. Game Boy Color game. All right. And Pagula and Rybakina are also on the court. We're getting serious now. Everything is getting serious. Interesting perspective? Yeah, right? I thought that was interesting. Draper fans, he did an excellent 2-hour podcast. Tennis. Yeah, I saw parts of the tennis podcast with Draper. I only saw the little start of it because I wasn't able to sit down and listen to it for the whole time. But yeah, why are people asking if Djokovic is tired? I don't know. Because he was, I guess. Yeah. All right. Here we go. Hanfman, very tricky opponent for Joe. Also, Hanfman, by the way, coming through qualies. So that's impressive. All right. Here we go. They're getting photos in the WTA Finals match. By the way, again, just like when you see Sabalenka and Gauff standing next to each other when they're about to play a match, Rybakina and Pagula have that like same vibe of like, oh, this is a big match. This is if somebody said, "But Cam, this is going to be the 2026 Wimbledon final," I'd be like, yeah. Like if you said, if I was watching this now and you said I went to the future 6 months from now and I saw that the final of Wimbledon was Pagula versus Rybakina, I'd be like, yeah, that makes sense. And it would be a hell of a final. It would be one of the greatest matches of the year. Yeah, I could see that. That's what it feels like. This is. I mean, it is a big match, right? It's a semi of the WTA Finals, but they just standing next to each other. It's like, oh, yeah, okay, we're we're in the end game now. It's serious now, you know. It just has that very very serious vibe, you know. All right, Djokovic is just warming up the serve. He's going to start serving against Hampton first. All right. All right, here we go. All right. Djokovic plays Turin. When will he play his match? Probably on Monday. I'm sure they'll just move it one back. If you're a movie lover, you should get all the Kubrick movies on Blu-ray. Never disappoints. Well, yeah, that's why I saw The Shining and I was like, well, I have to get that because I don't even have that on DVD. So, but I have seen The Shining. It's not like I'm, But I got this and I was like, well, yeah, I'm not gonna, I'm gonna try and get all the Kubrick movies on like 2001 and anything else I can find on Blu-ray. I've kind of gone from like I'm getting movies from this actor to now I'm going like I want the series of this director because there's movies that I didn't even realize were from certain directors and I'm like, oh, I love that movie. Oh, I didn't realize that person did this movie as well. And then I'm like, oh, well, that's cool. So now I'm starting to like write lists of directors. So I'm like, I have to find all the movies from this director because and get the collection of their movies rather than it being like, oh, I'm getting all the DiCaprio movies. It's like, oh, maybe I should get all the, all the Kubrick movies, obviously, or whatever, All right, Djokovic serving first. Cam is a horror fan for sure, yeah. Yep. All right, Djokovic down the line, and then comes out with a volley and puts it away, and it's 15-love Djokovic. I'm a horror fan, but I'm also... when I went through all my movies, as I'm trying to sort them so I can display them, I have a lot of space movies as well. So I think I'm like sci-fi, horror, like combination, like I like that seems to be my like science fiction and horror. And sometimes they overlap, and sometimes they're separate. They seem to be my go-to things to watch. All right, 30-love Djokovic. Pagula won the toss, elected to receive, by the way. That's an interesting move. RoboCop and Ghostbusters of my childhood. Nice. I haven't seen RoboCop. Djokovic has an ace, 40-love. Building your movie collection around directions is a great way of collecting. Yeah, I figure that. Yo!
Cam, there is a good show called Mr. Robot.
Oh, yeah, I know that's the isn't it about the kid from the movie? All grown up or something? Is we got a 4-iron wide by Djokovic, 40-15. Yeah, I haven't watched Mr. Robot, but I heard that it's good. By the way, thank you, Arian, for the 14 months as well as a pro member. Appreciate that. Nole is playing Jannik. Yes, but just not the one starting with J. Thrift shops are awesome, yeah. Yeah, well, the DVDs were from the Thrift. The Blu-rays were from, and the games were from, I don't know what you call it. Like a second-hand store, but they like... They do like media. It's not like a thrift store with like everything that people just donate. It's what do you call it? Like a game exchange kind of place, like a media exchange. But these were like, I mean, you never find these at a thrift unless you get real lucky. But they're super. I tell you, it's because everyone's getting streaming services, so no one's keeping their copies of movies anymore, so they're super cheap right now. You can get DVDs for $1. You get a movie for $1, and it's like, it's great. Like, people are just getting rid of all their stuff, and it's so, like, CDs. I mean, it's awesome. It's a great time to collect. It's very, very. There's plenty of stuff out there. It's great. Oh, sorry, not RoboCop. It's after The Shining. My bad. I meant The Shining. It's after Mr. Robot is after this. I know. It's like it's based on this, right? Doesn't he go back to like the hotel or whatever? 15-hole. Has been ace down. I've seen like trailers and stuff. 15-hole. Rybakina, first game of the match. I'm gonna go. Did I go Rybakina? I think I went Rybakina in 3, and I'm gonna go with Djokovic in close straight sets. Cinema makes more fun. Oh yeah. Oh, ace count. Oh, I forgot. Yes. Oh my god, we could be witnessing history today. Rybakina's gonna have to like do something incredible, but if she does, that'd be incredible. How many aces we got? Did she hit 2? Did she hit 2 in the game? Is she on 490? Is that 2 already? Today might be the day. Today might be the day where Rybakina becomes the second woman in history to hit 500 aces in a season. Serving to the forward, Pagula. Return goes forward of Rybakina. Rybakina hits a winner. That's a clean start. Yep, 2 aces already. Ooh, okay. Chat, this is a big day. All right, Djokovic with a lovely lob. Hampton with a tweener in the net. 15-0. 15-0. Pagula is a decent returner, yeah. Oh, my camera keeps on moving. The other person was Pliskova. So Karolina Pliskova hit 500 aces twice in consecutive years. I think it was 15 and 16, 2015, 2016. So if Rybakina is going to hit 10 more, again, I think we're on the right number. We'll have to wait and see. Hopefully the WTA are going to launch a social media post about how the record breaking and blah, blah, blah. Second woman in history. And hopefully they have hopefully they know that this is a historic day. But we'll see. I find tennis fans' obsession with aces hilarious. Okay. Why is it? It should be. Yeah, it is cool. I don't think anyone's obsessing with it except for us. I don't think any. I haven't heard. I've heard. I don't know. Chat. You tell me. I've heard nothing about this potential 500 aces for Rybakina from anywhere. No one else is mentioning it. Just like no one else spoke when her catch got to 1,000 aces a couple of years ago, which was, again, historic because only a handful of players had done that. 1,000 aces a year is crazy. I haven't seen anybody mentioning Rybakina potentially being the second woman to get 500. 500 aces for the ladies in WTA is the 1,000 for the men, right? It's that impossible number. I haven't heard anyone talking about it. But we are, because it's significant. That's a big deal. Also, if she does hit 500 aces, it means that she's the third most aces in a season, at least the third most, because Pliskova did it twice. And if she gets more than Pliskova, then she could have the most aces in a single season. That's a record-breaking season. That's huge. That's historic. And we're here to witness it. And that puts Rybakina as one of the greatest servers in the game ever, not just this year. She is one of the greatest servers. As we get an ace down the tee from Hampton, it's 1-0. So, I know you guys are all for it, but I haven't seen anything about this potential historic achievement. 4-15. There's Rybakina forehand. Oh, Rybakina's hitting hard. Rybakina's hitting hard. Pagula hits it long. And it's 40-30. Your prediction for Novak in Turin? Well, I hope he plays. That's all. I just hope he plays. All right, backhand to backhand rallies. That goes in the net by Pagula, and it's deuce. We get to deuce. Pagula in a little trouble. Maybe they don't do the research. I don't know. I'm just hoping that the WTA, if she does hit 10 aces and gets to 500, if today is the day she gets to 500, I just hope the WTA have like a it should be celebrated. I mean, you know what I've said. I've said that the player with the most aces every year should win an award. You know, it should be the aces. The aces in tennis should be considered as like the scoring NBA or the golden boot. You know, I feel like the ace is the biggest. Yeah, okay, maybe matches won is more important, but I feel like for a single person, a single achievement, you know, the golden boot of tennis is hitting aces. You know, but we don't get a golden ace. I don't even know what that would look like. But you know what I mean? As Rybakina hits a winner, and it's deuce. All right, 40 love Djokovic as he serves. A fault, second serve. But yeah, I wish they did celebrate. You know, most ace in the season gets like gets a prize. You know, gets a trophy and a bonus. You know, maybe I don't know. Just a bonus prize. It'd be interesting. Put some money behind it, and then maybe it becomes a little bit more, you know, even if it's just like a little bonus, you know. It doesn't have to be $1 million, you know. But start with the trophy. Just give the golden racket or something, you know. Golden racket for most aces. Let's do that. Anyways, that goes out. From Rybakina, Pagula holds 1-1. I think there should be an aces for most tiebreaks. Well, yeah, award for most tiebreaks. Yeah, I mean, why? Yeah, we can keep doing it. The racket from the 16 Slam. Yeah, I mean, okay, okay. Then the golden ball. I don't know, golden tennis ball. We'll go with that. All right, 40-30, Djokovic trying to stay in front. As Djokovic serves again. Rybakina coming to the net, by the way. Pagula pass. Rybakina volley is wide. Love 15. Serving to the backhand hairpin in the net. 2-1 Djokovic. First set. I said this 2 weeks ago. I think Rybakina can win the WTA Finals. Well, I think you might be onto something. No, this is the semi-final of Athens. Is it in the title? Yeah, it's in the title. Yeah, this is a semi-final. Final is on Saturday. All right, Rybakina down love 30. Another error. Love 30. All right, serve again. Rybakina is into the backhand now. Rybakina, she comes to the net. Pagula, the passing shot. Rybakina volleys a winner. Solid. By the way, Rybakina does have strapping on her shoulder. For anybody wondering. Just checked. Isner has 7 seasons with 1,000+ aces. Insane. I know, right? Yeah. 1,000 aces on the men's side is the equivalent. And like I said, we watched Hubie Hurkacz serve 1,000 aces in 2023. I think it was. Yeah, 2023. Opelka did in 2019. Roddick in 2004. Sampras in 93. And then you had, Isner did it for fun. Goran did it in the 90s. Karlovic was serving 1,000 aces a year for a while. In the 2010s, it was much more common, 1,000 aces a season. But it's only been done once in this decade, which was Hurkacz. So again, that's the achievement for the men. On the women's side, like I said, Pliskova is the only player consecutive years, 2015, 2016. So it's been nearly 10 years since we've had that. And before that, it was 0. So Rybakina is trying to achieve that feat. She's down break point. She gets broken. All right. Pagula gets the first break of the day. 2-1. Hampton with a drop shot. Djokovic can get there with a forehand lob. But it's long. 15 love. I wonder what the total of most aces for the WTA is. I'm sure there's a list. I wonder if there is. I don't think... Oh, maybe not. Top 10 most aces in a single WTA season. Okay, well, that's not what we're looking for. WTA records. Most titles, most finals, most active player final, blah, blah, blah. Most matches won. Well, I don't have it. Why don't they have it? Yeah, I don't know who has the most aces in the WTA, but they obviously lost the record. They lost track of the records. 15-0. But yeah, 500 aces in a single year could happen tonight for the third time ever, which is historic. All right. 30-15 as Hanfmann tries to level. Quite an achievement. Oh, yeah. Pliskova 530 aces in 2016. Yeah, that's the most aces in a year. I don't know who leads the count of most aces all time. I don't know. All right, good return from Rybakina as we go backhand to backhand. Pagula again to the backhand of Rybakina. Rybakina in the nets. 15 love. Would it be Serena? Maybe Serena. As Hampton hits it in the net on the forehand, it's 30-0. As we just serve again from Hanfmann. By the way, Rybakina coming to the net a lot and pretty successfully too. She's hit at least 2 volley winners so far. That's a good... If she starts being... If Rybakina's... So Rybakina's weaknesses over the time have been net game and movement. Now, she's probably not going to improve her movement that much anymore. Like, she's not going to be, all of a sudden, be Paolini, but she can improve her net game. And if she does, that could be really scary. Because imagine Rybakina standing at the net with her long arms. How are you going to get past her? Like, if she can volley, good luck. All right, double fault Pagula, 15-30. Djokovic, by the way, has got a break point, 30-40. Djokovic break point to start us off. 30-40. Hampton into the corner. Djokovic, return goes out, and we get the deuce. As Pagula gets to 30 all, I think, or is it a let? No, it's 30 all. Yeah, Rybakina's got like a 10-foot wingspan, exactly. As Pagula in the net, we're going to break back point, 30-40. Someone tells me that tonight is going to be a long night, but in a good way. All right, 4-0 from Hampton, and then the volley winner. Ooh, lovely touch volley. It's a little drop volley winner from Hampton. Beautiful shot. Break point is with a fault from Pagula, second serve. Serving to the forehand of Rybakina. Return goes to the forehand of Pagula. Rybakina throwing forehands and hits a winner. I think so. Was it a winner? What a shot. Chat. Rybakina's looking like the best player on the planet. I mean, the way that she was, like, she struts around when she hits a shot like that. Like, no celebration, just a strut. I mean, that was so cold That was such a cold response. You hit an inside-out forehand winner like that, and you just walked to the towel like it was nothing. That was one of the best forehands of the week, and she just walked away. She's like, yeah, okay, I broke back. Give me the towel. Where's the towel? And another ace at 186. God, she is the ice queen. If she's healthy, if she wins a slam next year, do you reckon she could be number one? She needs to be consistent because that's what Sabalenka's got, but God, she's playing like a number one, and she hits it out. All right, 15-0. All right. The problem with the pushing stats is they don't matter if you didn't win the tournament. Isner and Pliskova didn't win anything. Osaka will always be a winner from 4 majors. God. All right. I guess everybody pop the balloons. Take the party hats off. No celebrating. God. Turn the music off. Everybody get out. Get out. Get the hell out of here. Party's over. God. Throw that cake in the bin. Get out of here. Leave your beers. Get out of here. Get the hell out of here. Party's over. 30-15. God. The fun police arrived. Anyways, 30-15. You're right. It doesn't matter, but also, come on. We're just having fun. Rebecca she won Wimbledon, so what are you talking about? Anyways, 30-15. She won Wimbledon. And that goes out from Rybakina as 30-0. She won Wimbledon. What do you mean? Djokovic leads 3-2. 20 minutes played. 30-0. Rybakina trying to, hey.
You're the man, Cam. Love it here.
Hey, thank you, Jans, for the $20. Appreciate that. All right, Rybakina. I have no idea if she served. Nope, she didn't. 30-40. Chance for Pagula to break again. I think we're 9 aces away, and if we're not, why am I so sweaty? All right. Breakpoint Pagula. Rybakina serves a fault second serve. I'll tell you what Pagula's best chance would be to drag this out. Because if Rybakina's got any shoulder issues, the more she has to serve and the longer the match, maybe the better for Pagula. As Rybakina forehand goes cross court, Pagula goes down the line, the back of Rybakina, Pagula with a slice in the net, and Rybakina survives. Deuce. All right, deuce. Tell you, these ladies are hitting big. There's a very high-level match so far. Besides a couple of errors. Yeah, Pagula has to make it physical, exactly. The more physical this match is, the better chance she has at least outlasting Rybakina. As the backhand goes into the forehand, Rybakina hits it long. All right, break point again for Pagula. All right, Djokovic to the backhand of Hanfman. Djokovic slice. Hanfman with a drop shot in the net. It was a good idea, but he just couldn't execute. By the way, I have no idea who won the doubles. Oh, Babos and Stefani won the doubles. They're in the final. I guess Townsend, Siniakova are the favorites to play them, I guess. Love 15 is... We also have a break point for Pagula. Backhand goes in the backhand of Rybakina. Rybakina in the net. I'll tell you this. Pagula is so good defensively in this match so far. Like, Rybakina is throwing massive shots. And Pagula is doing such a good job at just, deflecting them. Like, she's not even really going for shots. She's just using Rybakina's power back at her. Like, she is just being a great backboard right now. All right, 3-2. Pagula holds. Breaks. Love 30. Djokovic, a chance to get the breakers in this first set. Rybakina is hitting so hard, but Pegula is just deflecting the ball and using her power against her, which is awesome. It's exactly what she needs to do. Because if she starts trying to hit power off power, it's going to go all over the place. Like, her control, Pegula, is so good. She's just, like, they're showing a bunch of slow motion of Pegula, and she's just taking short backswings. So she's just like, she's not taking massive cuts at the ball because she knows if she does that, it's just going to fly everywhere. She's just controlling Rybakina's pace, and it's working. All right, love 40, Djokovic to take the break. That's why Pegula loves playing Rybakina. Yeah. So that's why it's such a great matchup. Because you got Rybakina, who's, if she was playing Anisimova or Sabalenka right now, her game would be making them annoyed. But Pegula, out of all the players in the draw left, Pegula's the most defensive out of the bunch. But if this is, by the way, Rybakina's poking at her shoulder and shaking her head. Rybakina's shoulder's a problem. Rybakina's shoulder's a problem. And Rybakina's, she's putting her shoulder into these shots too. It's not like she's hitting soft. But this would be a great preparation if Pegula does win this match to play whoever in the final, because Sabalenka and Anisimova are both power hitters. So Pegula is getting a great warm-up for whoever's next. And she's already played Sabalenka this week and won a set off her, and won a match against her, right? All right, serving to the forehand of Rybakina, forehand of Pegula. Rybakina forehand again, the forehand of Pegula, but Rybakina hits it long again. 30 love. All right, still break point for Djokovic. 30-40. Serving to the backhand of Djokovic. Volley from Hampton in the net. There's the break. Novak's pumped up. He is yelling and screaming. I tell you, I don't remember the last time Djokovic has been this hyped up. Remember, we've watched every Djokovic match this year. Like, literally, every one. And there have been times when we've watched him play some of the biggest matches of the year, and he's looked so flat and so uninterested, right? We've watched him play like Grand Slam level tennis where he's just kind of like, I don't know, whatever. This is like, he is like, and I get it, brother's tournament, he moved to Greece, it's his new home, blah, blah, blah. But he is like super locked in. Like, this is like the most important event to him in the world. I love it. Like, this is the Novak that we want to see all the time, but obviously he doesn't care about some other tournaments because, he's won them a million times. But this, the reactions, I'm like, he is locked in. He wants to win this so bad. And I love that. Because, chat, remember, we've watched matches of Djokovic where, like, he looks flat, he looks uninterested, he looks bored. Not today. This tournament, this week, Djokovic is not uninterested. He's here to win. You'd think he's trying to make the ATP Finals. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's acting like you would expect Musetti to react. As if he's got something to lose, Djokovic. Like, he's not going to, if he doesn't qualify, he doesn't win, he doesn't qualify. It's like, no, bro, you qualified months ago. All right. 40-30 is like in there by Pagula. But I love that. I love that Djokovic is like, in a 250 event, he is like he gets the break and he's yelling and screaming and you're like, what? That's okay, good. Finally. He's showing he's showing the passion again, showing the fire. All right, Pagula, by the way, from 40 love to deuce. I don't know if he's going to play Turin, though. He might be putting it all in here and then, like, ditch. Like, it feels like, I reckon in his mind, he's like, win Athens, don't play Turin. Lose Athens, go to Turin. I think that's probably his, like, what he's going through, maybe. Because he said, like, I'm not going to make a decision until after Athens. So if he wins Athens, you'd say he probably doesn't go to Turin. But if he doesn't win this tournament, he's probably going to go to Turin. Like, it feels like it's that. Because if he knew that he wasn't going to Turin either way, he would have said. Or if he knew he was going either way, he would say, right? But if he wins this tournament, he might be like, yeah, I'm going to stay. I'm not going to Italy. I'm going to just go down the street because I live down the road now. You know what I mean? Take my trophy, have a party. Party back in Noles after this. All right, advantage Pagula. But we'll see. 30-0. Djokovic serves down the tee and ace. 40-30. Yeah, Rybakina's injured. And she hits a return winner and we get back to deuce. And a little shake of the fist for Rybakina. Yeah, at the change of end, she was like poking her shoulder and shaking her head to the coach. So the shoulder's an issue. But Rybakina just threw her shoulder at that one. That was huge. All right, deuce. Serving to the forehand of Rybakina. Rybakina in the net and advantage Pagula. Yeah, Nole's emotional. Did you see the Nikola Pilic tribute? Yeah, I did after the first match. I didn't see it at the time, but I saw that the next day. Yeah, super emotional, which it was lovely. You know, lovely to. Well, not lovely to see him sad, but like it's a lovely show of emotion. Yeah, he was in tears. Yeah. All right, back and hits it out. It's 4-2 Pagula. And Djokovic goes to 5-2. I wonder if he's going to dedicate it to Nikola Pilic if he does win this match or win this tournament. I wonder if that's why he's so energized because he's going to dedicate it to him. Maybe that's what he's playing for. You know? Maybe that's what it is. It was his first mentor and it got him to where he is today. Yeah. Oh God, what's the channel name? Intuitive Tennis did a great video about it, about Djokovic and his relationship with Nikola Pilic. Nikola Pilic on his own, what he meant to tennis. Like, go watch the videos. Go watch those videos. Really insightful. If you're wanting to know more about why Djokovic was so emotional. 15 love. Rybakina serving. Wait, did she serve an ace? Am I blind? Wait, hang on. No. 9 more aces. That's an ace. Oh, chat, I used the magic word. 8 more aces. Oh, chat. I love this. Chat, I don't know why it is, but I'm just like so excited. I hope I don't, if she loses, okay, but as long as she serves 500 aces. Come on. Serve again. And I hope we've calculated it correctly, because if we haven't, then it's going to look silly when we celebrate at 500 and it's actually 499. WTA, please tell us it's 500. Confirm with us, please. As the return goes to the backhand of Rybakina, slice from Pagula. Into the backhand of Rybakina is Rybakina in the net, 30-15. And then we've got, by the way, we still got Sabalenka versus Anisimova, which is the rematch of the US Open final. Coming up next. 30-15. Hampman is a lovely volley winner, and it's 15 love. Pagula, she serves. Sorry, Rybakina serves. Into the backhand of Pagula. Pagula shanks it wide. And it's 40-15. 40-15. Rybakina to keep in the set. As the backhand return goes into the backhand of Rybakina. Backhand slice from Pagula goes long and Rybakina holds. A little shake of the fist. She's very emotional today. All right, 4-3. 30 love, by the way, Hampman. Trying to make Djokovic serve for this set. All right. 40 love, Hampman. Love. And then ace down the tee. All right. Hampman holds. And Norway will serve the set. All right, 5-3. By the way, chat, this might be the first time that we've done a doubleheader. And I know like the difference between a 250 and WTA Finals is massive, but that we've got way more people watching, or like at least in the chat for the WTA. I don't know if we've had that before. So thank you everybody for being here. But like, we've got like double the amount of people watching in the WTA match, which again might be more important, right? Because you know the level of it. But that's awesome. That's so good. All right, backhand slash Djokovic into the forehand of Nole now, and he hits wide. Love 15. I love that. Love to see that. All right, 4-3 by the way. Pagula with the break. We've had a couple of breaks of serve, and Rybakina is getting a little annoyed at missing these forehands. 15 love. Maximus Decimus Meridius, commander of the armies of the north, general of the Felix legions, loyal servant to the true emperor, Marcus Aurelius. Did I say that correctly? I could sound like Russell Crowe. Isn't he in a new movie where he's like playing a really evil guy? I might go watch it. It looks super dark though. Maybe too dark. It's one thing to watch horror movies, but then you watch like something that's real. Don't know if I want to watch. Seems a little... I saw like a little bit of it and I was like, oh, this seems maybe a bit too dark. With your voice closer to the mic. Like this. That sounds creepy. Probably... Anyways, 30 love. Try it again. Nah, it's too late. As that goes out by Rybakina, 40 love. Djokovic 15-0. Nuremberg, yeah, that's what it's called, right? Djokovic serves an ace. 30-15. Hey, thank you, Dark Lord Revan, for the 23 months. Hey, you're almost at 2 years. Appreciate that. No worries. Thank you for being here. 40 love Pagula. She serves a fault. Second serve. Love. Serving to the forehand of Rybakina. Return is into the backhand slice of Pagula. Rybakina backhand with a slice. Pagula with a pass in the net. 40-15 as Djokovic serves. Into the forehand of Hampman. Hampman hits it long and it's 40-15. Set points Djokovic. The quality of the WTA this year is praiseworthy. Oh, yeah. The WTA, the quality, but also the competitiveness has been, I think that's, because obviously quality varies, right? You can, people are going to point at Coco Gauff serve or whatever. But the evenness of top players and the level that the top players are playing as Djokovic wins the first set with a great serve, 6-3 Nole. But the what's the word? Evenness, competitiveness, the competition between the top 10 has been so good. Like, again, like we've said this so many times this week, right? The number 8 can beat the number 1, the number 9 can beat the number 1. We saw that with Andreeva, right? She didn't get a chance this week, but it's so competitive in that top 10, and on the ATP, there's 2 guys that are very, very good and they're amazing and they're great. When they play each other, it's mind-blowingly good. But when they play everybody else, it's not as good. It doesn't happen on the women's side, right? I mean, the next match, Anisimova over Sabalenka, we're not expecting it to be easy for the number 1. Swiatek, number 2, couldn't even qualify. She couldn't even get through the group stage. You think Sinner's not making it through the group stage of Turin? Can you imagine? If he lost 2 out of 3 matches in Turin, it's not going to happen. He's going to go 3-0 at this stage, right? And that's what makes the women's game this year so good, because it's just been so competitive. and such a great contrast. And there's a player for everybody. Like, that's the beautiful thing, right? It's not just everybody's a big hitter, or not. It's not just everybody's defensive, right? If you like big hitters, you've got a couple of those, right? You've got Rybakina, you've got Sabalenka, you can watch Anisimova. If you like defensive types, you can watch Paolini. She's the quickest lady in the top, up there with Coco as the quickest player in the top 10, right? And if you like someone who's a little bit more well-rounded, maybe you want Pagula, maybe you want to see somebody who's a little bit more of a rally player, setting up points like Swiatek, or Andreeva or Coco, right? I mean, there's different. There's not just the top 10's not filled with the same player. It's awesome. The variety is there. We just need that kind of like Barty, slice net game type. We don't really have that kind of. I mean, who has the best slice in the top 10 of the WTA? There's not too many players doing that. But then there's players that can come to the net. There are good volleys at the net. I mean, both Gauff and Pagula can definitely volley. So can Andreeva, right? It's awesome. All right. 5-4. Pagula's going to serve the first set. Rybakina holds. Did she serve an ace? Did I miss one? No? Yes? Maybe? There's offense and defense in the top 10? Yeah. But, the best part is, neither of those two game styles are dominating the top 10. It's on any day, someone like Pagula or someone like Paolini can beat a Rybakina or an Anisimova, right? It doesn't have to be, the big hitters are overpowering everybody. It's no, there is so much, Paolini can beat a big hitter. She's not just going to get overpowered. Now, this week was unfortunate, but it's awesome. It's so good. And we're only talking about the top 10. Next year, we're going to have a group of players that are young coming through as well. I mean, I'm so keen to see Mboko take on all these ladies. Mboko, Joint, Eala, they've all done certain things this year. I mean, Joint's definitely, not Joint, Mboko's definitely ahead of all of them, right? Jovic, I think Jovic is playing a challenger this week. I mean, she's definitely one to watch if you're an American and you want more players. Greedy. Got enough players. You got 4 players in this tournament. What do you need more for? All right, 30 love. As Hanfman tries to get the first game of the second. We need Mukova back. Yeah, Mukova would be. She's the most graceful player in the WTA. All right, nice winning there. Nice forehand there from Pagula. 15 love. Serve to the back of Rybakina, but it's a let. All right, serving to the forehand of Rybakina is another let. Record of aces in WTA season, I think it's like 530 something. I think it's 530. All right. Hanfman holds 1 love in the second. Most aces in a single season was in 2016. 530 aces. She broke her own record of 2000 in 2015, which was 517. So that is still a long way away. Rybakina would have to win this match in 3, serve probably 15, 20 aces, and then tomorrow in the final serve 20 aces. So that's what. Let's just try and get to 500. All right, 30-15. Because I don't think she's going to be serving 20 aces in the final. And I don't think she's going to be serving 20 aces here. It'd be pretty awesome, though, if she did. Serving to the forehand of Rybakina. Return goes to the forehand of Pagula. Backhand of Rybakina. Into the forehand of Pagula is Rybakina. Backhand again to the backhand of Pagula. Into the backhand of Rybakina. Pagula forehand into the forehand of Rybakina. To the forehand of Pagula. Rybakina backhand open court. Great shot. 30-all. By the way, chat, did I miss an ace? Because she's hit 5 aces. Did I miss one? What was the start of the day? Can someone rewind the video? What do we start at? When I put this on the... She served... I think I missed one, right? I did, right? She's on 5... Yeah. Because she was on 488, right? Yeah, okay. I thought so. I'm like, I swear we started at 488. I can math. All right. Nice serve from Pagula. 40-30 set point to take the first set. All right. Djokovic, by the way, is in trouble. Love 30. Love 30. Djokovic has an ace, 15-30. Pagula backhand. Into the backhand of Rybakina. Pagula backhand again to the forehand of Rybakina. But Rybakina on the net. There's the first set. Pagula takes it 6-4. Chat, what did I say at the start of the week? Does anyone remember what I said after the first day? Remember what I said? Does anybody remember? Who was here? Remember what I said? Does anyone remember exactly what I said? What is the TT 959 900? That's how many soldiers we have. $1 a month if you want to be a soldier. Rybakina's gone to the bathroom. 15-30 here. Djokovic has another ace. 30-all. You said Rybakina in 3 and you're sticking with it. That's what I said at the start of the day. You said JPEG is the most underestimated player. Exactly. She is. And I said I would never... I said I'm going to pick her for every slam next year. No, but seriously, Pagula is the most overlooked player in the top 10. 2 winners from Pagula, 9 errors. It was all Rybakina. 13 errors, 13 winners, 25 errors. So she is missing a lot of forehands. Pagula is the most overlooked player in the top 10. Every time we talk, we say it every time, right? Every time we talk about who's going to win this tournament, we say Sabalenka, we say Swiatek, we say Gauff. We say Rybakina, we've been saying Anisimova. We might even go as far as saying Andreeva or Keys or even Paolini, but we never say Pagula. I don't know why we never pick Pagula. Why does no one pick Pagula to win tournaments? Maybe this is the one where we finally got it right. And we acknowledge that Pagula can win this damn tournament before she makes the final. Because when she makes the final, I think everyone gets shocked and go, oh, wait, yeah, she's in the final. I forgot she was playing. Like, people just forget that she's playing. Didn't I pick Pagula for Wimbledon? Not this year. If Pagula wins this tournament, can you imagine? Djokovic holds, by the way, 1-1. Big shout. Hey, True, thank you for becoming a member. Appreciate it. Welcome. Welcome to the army. By the way, chat, when you become a member, you get a shield. So that's kind of cool. You said, no. Why is no one talking about Jess to take the title? Exactly. Even I wasn't, and I'm still not. But I'm going one better than just like totally not even talking about her. At least we're like having a conversation. Because so many times, this whole week, I mean, it's been Anisimova, right? It's been talking about Rybakina's form. It's talking about Sabalenka being number 1 and the best. Pagula doesn't get any love. You know, she doesn't get any love when it comes to who can win this damn thing. But at least we're talking about it. I still think Rybakina wins, but also Rybakina's shoulder is kind of confusing me, so I'm a little bit worried. But yeah, I don't mind if Pagula wins. If Pagula wins this match and plays Anisimova or Sabalenka, it's going to be a hell of a final. There's no bad matches from now on paper. All right. When you're a billionaire, you're really almost never stressed out, and stress impacts game and consistency. Yeah, but why doesn't anyone talk about it? All right. So it goes out by Nole, 15-all. Pagula's not underestimated. She's just not loud and quietly grafts. She's been top 5 for a few years. Yeah. But when I say underestimated, she is underestimated because, well, one, she doesn't promote herself, right? She doesn't talk herself up and, talk up her achievements. She's very humble with that. But then when she doesn't say anything, then nobody mentions her. Everyone forgets that she's playing until she gets to the final, and then it's like, oh yeah. Or she beats Sabalenka, or she beats Coco, or whatever. And then it's like, oh yeah, Pagula, she's really dangerous. I kind of want her to win the whole thing now. Anyways, Hampton with a lovely drop volley. 30-15. Pagula has a solid game. Oh yeah. She won't beat Arena or Amanda. I think she could beat Anisimova. I don't know if she'll beat Sabalenka. But I think in the final, if Anisimova gets... Because remember, chat, when we talk about this in the next match, but if Anisimova does win today, she's beaten Keys, Swiatek, Sabalenka, and then she goes to the final. She'll be the favorite against Pagula if she makes it as well. And that's a big pressure. To win the WTA Finals is not on the same level as a slam, obviously, but it's definitely better than like the biggest trophy she's ever won. And she'll be the favorite because I doubt Pagula is going to be the favorite in the final against either player, right? I don't know if Anisimova can handle that pressure. We've seen her struggle in the past. I mean, this year we've seen her struggle in finals, right? The Grand Slam finals. But the fact that she's... But it's more coming off those wins, right? I mean, if you beat Swiatek and Sabalenka, you win the title. Usually. Not this week. You have to go one more, right? You have to do it again. So if she does beat Sabalenka and she's just beaten 3 of this year's Grand Slam champions, and then you have to win one more match, is it going to be one too many matches? And the fact that Pagula is probably going to come in with no pressure because she won't be the favorite and she won't have any expectations. If it's Anisimova, it could be. If it's Sabalenka, I think Sabalenka probably wins. But I think if Pagula does make the final and she plays Anisimova, there's going to be an interesting, I think a very big opportunity for Pagula to take it. Plus, she's already been in the final here before. She lost to Swiatek really badly, so it can't go any worse than that from a couple of years ago. Didn't she lose like love and one? Or one and love? And then she made a joke about it. All right. Hampton holds 2-1, second set. And Rybakina serving first in the second. She serves out wide, and the return goes out by Pagula. 30 love. Pagula leads the head-to-head 3-0. Wait, didn't they play recently? Didn't Anisimova Pagula play recently? I thought they played in, like, Beijing. I know Anisimova beat... Oh, no, it was Coco. Did Coco... Wait, no. Anisimova beat Coco in the... Oh, no. She... You know what it was? What I'm remembering? Noskova beat Pagula with match points, and this close, we're going to get that match. Because Anisimova beat Gauff, right? And Noskova beat Pagula with saving match points. So we're this close to getting that. I mean, yeah. That's what happened, I think. Right? We were close to getting that match in Beijing. Yeah. Yeah, because Anisimova smoked Gauff, which was very impressive. And then, then Pagula had a chance to make the final, play Rybakina, but Noskova took it out. That's what I'm thinking they played. Double fault for Rybakina, 40-15. They played in Charleston final, and Anisimova was hurt. Yeah, fair enough. By the way, thank you, Florida Boy and Jeremy, for becoming members. Appreciate that. Welcome to the army. Grab your shield. I don't know what we're fighting, but we're just preparing for the fight. Like Spartans. All right, I love 15, but there's 800 of us. 900. Almost 900 strong. Triple the Spartans. All right. The tennis Spartans. That's kind of sick, though. What is your profession? I watch a lot of tennis and I like to talk about it. All right, 40-30. Chance for Rybakina to hold at the start of the second. Good serve. Return goes in. And then Pagula with the backhand. Goes long. 1 love. 1 love. Rybakina. Also Djokovic in trouble. 15-30. All right. 15-30. By the way, chat, has anyone seen the moon lately? We got a super moon. The moon in Saudi is like red. Is that? Oh, Djokovic just missed the volley. 1540. I was driving. When was it? Like 2 days ago. I was driving home, and the moon is like super massive. It's huge. By the way, Chad, I just realized I'm rocking the two teams. Who do you go for? I don't know. All right, 1540. Djokovic in trouble. Yeah, the moon looks sick. Go check the moon out if you can. Like as soon as it gets dark and the moon comes up, go check it out. It's insane. It's like massive. It's a huge moon. All right, 1540. Djokovic in trouble. As he serves into the forehand Hampman. Great return. What a return. Hampman breaks 3-1 in the second. Hey, Infinity, thank you for coming back as a member. Appreciate that. Welcome back. By the way, chat, I know I mentioned it earlier in the week, but now I have added on the thing. So if you are a member, you can click on the member. What is it? Like the little money donate. What is it? The little if you click on the $sign and then click free member milestone card, it will come up in the chat, but it'll also come up on the screen. So if you've been here for like 7 months, you've been here for 27 months, you've been here for 70 months, it'll show up. Every month you can do it once, and it kind of gives us an opportunity to like see how long some of you have been here. Because some of you have been here for a long time, and we've got a lot of you have been here for a long time, and it's crazy to think that like some of you have been here for like 36 months or like, 4 years, some of you. It's insane. As Pagula hits another winner and it's 30-40. So yeah, you can do that and it'll show up on the screen now, which is awesome. And then everyone will be able to celebrate your you being here for that long. And also if you become a member, it shows up on the screen as well. All right. Djokovic love 30 as Rybakina hits it out and we get the deuce. And also, if you're feeling generous, you can gift memberships for $1 now. So you can gift memberships like and it's only $1. It's only $1 a gift membership now, which it used to be $5 because YouTube wouldn't let me change it. But now they let me change it, so I changed it. So it makes it much easier for everybody to do that. All right, Djokovic 15-30. Also, Pagula from Love 40 gets to advantage as the return goes back and slice of Pagula. Backhand up from Rybakina. Pagula backhand into the back of Rybakina, who hits a winner down the line. Clean. And again, Pagula great defensively, but Rybakina just smoked that down the line. Also, I'm sorry about all the announcements, but also, if you press the like button, I know this sounds like a joke, it sounds like a gimmick, you're like, sure, buddy, whatever you say. If you click the like button, it comes up as a tennis ball. I didn't do that. I don't know how that happened. But you can do that as well. That's not a gimmick. That's for real. I'm not just trying to make you press the like button. I'm not tricking you into it. It's actually real. Out advantage, Pagula. As she tries to level this second set. Also Djokovic to get back on serve. Hey, thank you, LA, for the 37 months. Appreciate that. Thank you for sticking around. Pagula holds 1-1. That was a good hold from Love 40. And thank you, Dutchy, for gifting a membership to Jay Lee. Appreciate that. All right. All right, 15-40. That goes to the net by Hampman. All right. Djokovic gets back to break. I hit the button, no tennis ball? Really? I think if you're watching on TV, it doesn't show up. But if you're doing it on phone or desktop, it does. It might just be on because you're on your TV, maybe. As it a 400 rally down the middle to the backhand of Pagula, backhand now Rybakina. Slice from Pagula goes up, and then Rybakina. Oh, nearly! She hits it out, but she almost takes out Pagula on the way through. Jesus, Pagula almost had to jump out the way. What the hell? Yeah, Pagula almost got smacked by that shank. Good dodging skills by Pagula. Pagula had to duck. That's crazy. Anyways, love 15. That was a terrible shot by Rybakina, but Pagula almost got taken out. All right, forehand Rybakina into the backhand of Pagula. Rybakina backhand to the backhand of Pagula. Is Rybakina with a forehand cross court. Pagula gets it on the stretch. Goes in the forehand of Rybakina. Pagula forehand down the line goes wide. And it's 15-0. True.
Let's go, Rybakina. Also, where did you get the tennis couch, lol?
Thank you for the 5. eBay. Somebody had it in storage. Actually, I'll tell you the story one day. Apparently it was in storage. It went up for auction. I applied for the auction. I didn't get it. 6 months later, somebody else put it on eBay. It was on Facebook Marketplace originally. It was up for auction on Facebook. I put in my bid. It was a silent auction. I didn't win. Somebody else won. The guy who won it, I bought it off him on eBay, and he was going to reupholster it. So he was going to rip off all of this and then put on Wimbledon colors. So luckily he didn't do that. And then instead he sold it. And then I picked it up 2 years ago now. And it's been sitting in my house ever since. Hey, Ming, thank you for the gift of membership as well. Thank you for gifting a membership to win. All right, 30 all here. And that's the story. Morning glory. All right, 30 all. As Rybakina serves again. An ace. Did I miss one? Have I missed anything? By the way, there is a couch emoji. Chat, we are getting so close. I didn't bring any fireworks though. I should have bought party poppers or something. I should have bought like something for the occasion. I didn't do it. Damn it. It's all right. We'll just celebrate internally. All right, 40-30. Rybakina serves the backhand of Pagula. Return goes backhand of Rybakina. Pagula backhand on the stretch. Rybakina forehand. Into the forehand of Pagula. Pagula in the net. Rybakina holds 2-1 in the second. Why is there a cager on the couch? Because of my dog. My dog likes to jump on the couch. So, yeah. And by the way, also, I forgot to mention, the couch was actually... I did not buy the couch. I merely saved it from being Frankenstein. It was the chat that actually, starting with Deb, who started the couch fund on Halloween 2 years ago. And many, many people donated to the fund. And so that's why it's such an important couch to all of us. Is because a lot of people chipped in to purchasing the couch. So it's even more, it's not just something that I found on the side of the road and I put in my house. It's been like, it's our couch, and I tried to find out some history behind the couch, but I could never get any answers. But as far as we know, it's one of one, and it's been used in advertising for Wilson. And there's ads back in 2010 where Serena and Federer were pushing it around on the tennis court, and it's actually been sat on by multiple players. We've got a whole thing. It's a whole law. We just don't know where it, if there's any more, if there's like 2 of them, or if there's 3 of them, or if there's just one. As far as we know, it's 1-1. But there's so many different photos of this couch in so many different places. In fact, I've got a whole folder on my computer of goat couch, because we call it the goat couch because the goat sat on it. yeah, it's a whole thing. Like, this couch has a whole historical significance. Anyways, Rybakina hits a winner. Love 15. I think like Dimitrov has sat on it. I can't remember. There's a lot of players. There was like a lot of players have witnessed this couch, been in this couch, the presence of the couch. Where is the folder? I definitely have a folder. Anyways, love 30. Love 30. Chance for a break for Rybakina here in the second. As Pagula hits it out, and it's love 40. Also love 30 Djokovic. He's trying to finish this off. So then we can see if Musetti can keep his dream alive. Love 40. Also, if you are a member, you can join the members Discord, and there's a whole, I think there's a whole section where like people have put in like links and stuff of the couch from all around the world. So, all right, nice winner there from Pagula. She saves 115-40. As the backhand Pagula goes in the net, there's the break. We're back in a 3-1 in the second. Tough. It's been a tough match. Andrea Petkovic sat on this couch. He was at the US Open one time. Yeah, it's been in... Benoit Paire sat on this couch. Marty Fish sat on this couch. Kei Nishikori sat on the couch. I think he sat on the couch when it was in the... Because this, I think it came from a store. It came from like a tennis store. And I tried to contact them, but they never replied. They're like, sure, buddy. But yeah, there's like multiple ads of Federer pushing the couch on a tennis court. And then... anyways. All right. 30-0. As Hampton forehand to the backhand of Djokovic. Hampton with a forehand again. Into the forehand of Djokovic. It's Hampton on the stretch. Djokovic backhand cross-court winner. Breakpoint Djokovic, 30-40. As Pagula comes in and puts away the forehand. Oh, another ace. All right, we got to lock in here. So yeah, the couch has got a long... And like I was saying at the start of the day, with collectible stuff, right? I mean, this couch has gone through a whole history, and right now it's my couch, but then eventually it'll go somewhere to somebody else. Hopefully, in a museum. All right, Pagula in there, 30-15. I've reached out to Wilson and they didn't reply. All right, 30-15. We're preserving. That's why I have a fence around it so my dog doesn't jump on it. But we're preserving the couch. So then, wherever it goes next, if it goes to a tennis museum or if it just goes to the next person who's a tennis fan, as Djokovic breaks in the net by Hampman, big fist bump by Djokovic as well. All right, Djokovic setting a break. He's 2 games away from the final. Is it a 4-4 rally? Pagula again to the forehand of Rybakina. Pagula backhand to the backhand of Rybakina. Rybakina hits a long. 30-0. 30-0. Tennis Channel is also following up Rybakina's ace just showed on screen. Oh, really? Well, look at that. We've started at chat. We have started chat. We are trendsetters. Are we level on the ace count? Have we got it right? Wait, are they actually counting down the aces too? Are they really? Good. Tennis Channel, finally. There's another ace. I said the magic word and look what happened. Are they actually showing it or are you just making a joke? 4 away. Are they really counting down to 500? Where'd they get that from? Are we on the same number though? That's the main question, because they would have more data than me. Are they on the same number though? Because if we might be a little bit off because my math is not so good. 40-30 as Pagula returns the backhand of Rybakina. Pagula backhand into the forehand of Rybakina. And Rybakina hits it out. We get the deuce. All right, we get the deuce. Djokovic serving with a break in the second. 900 Spartans and 500 aces would be a great day. Oh, yeah. All right. Good serving Rybakina. No ace, though, but a decent serve down the tee. Advantage Rybakina. You should tour the couch of the AO and charge appearance fee. I don't think that's allowed. All right, advantage Rybakina. I got to say, I love the tree. Yeah, how good is this tree? I bought a tree thing, but I haven't put it on yet. Tomorrow I'll hopefully be able to put the thing on the tree. I bought a special thing. I got to make it though. It's like a project that I'm doing. Double fault Rybakina a deuce. They just briefly showed the stats. They're not really counting. Oh wait, are you saying they're saying the ace count for the year, or are they just counting today's aces? And what was the number? Because we need to be. Are we on the same level? Are we on point? 400 rallies. Rybakina puts it away. Advantage Rybakina. All right, advantage Rybakina. Djokovic, by the way, 30 love. 30 love. What do the yellow numbers mean? That is the games. They are the games that are being played right now. All right, advantage Rybakina go to 4-1. Serve to the backhand of Pagula. Backhand of Rybakina. Into the forehand of Pagula is Rybakina forehand again to the forehand of Pagula. Pagula in the net. All right, 4-1 Rybakina in the second. Nice fight back as we get a forehand from Hampman. Into the backhand of Djokovic. Hampman forehand into the forehand of Djokovic. Down the line of the backhand of Hampman sliced. But it goes long. Djokovic 5-3. 5-3 in the second. He's one game away from the final of, I think we can call it his home tournament. The way that he's been playing and reacting this week, it feels like he's playing in Serbia. So it's 40 love. I don't know what I'm talking about. 40 love. It does. I think we can call this Djokovic's like home event because it was supposed to be in Belgrade, and then it got moved to Athens, and Djokovic moved with it. So yeah, I think we can call it his home event, at least his second home event. And he's treating it like it's like if this was in Serbia, there would be no question why he's like screaming and shouting. Why did it get moved? I don't know. I think there was like governmental things, like it was some government stuff. Rybakina, by the way, is definitely struggling with the shoulder. She keeps shaking it out. The shoulder's an issue. Now Djokovic is a 5-3, but she's winning. So next time the news interview you, do it on the couch. Yeah, maybe. All right. Djokovic's brother in the house, by the way, talking with his mum. Is that the brother that owns the tournament, or is he? He's got like two brothers, right? Has he got an older and a younger brother? I think so, right? All right, Pagula 1-4 down. All right. As Hampman serves an ace, 15 love. Yeah, he's got two brothers, right? All right, first serve's a fault by Pagula. Second serve. All right. As Hampton serves another ace. He gets a 40 love. Djokovic might have to serve this out. As Hampton serves a fault, second serve. By the way, Muguruza in the house. I remember when she won the French Open, I was in England. All right. I remember she beat Serena. I was at a cafe. I was out getting breakfast with my family in Bath. It was great. And she won. It was like, holy shit. Muguruza beat Serena. And then we went and saw the sights. True story. All right, 30-15. Hampton's, by the way, holds. Djokovic going to serve for the match. Has it a 4-4 rally. Slicing the net by Rybakina, 40-15. Oh, he's got two younger brothers. I thought he had an older brother. Why did I think that? I'm thinking Tsitsipas. Maybe. I don't know, Tsitsipas has got two younger brothers too. Do you reckon the Tsitsipas's and the Djokovic's are going to have a big barbecue after this? Going to have a big house party? They'll have a big party, right? Surely. They'd have a huge get-together, right? I could see that happening. Steph's on holidays. Djokovic might not play Turin. After this week, they're going to go and... They're going to have a big, like... What do they have? What's a Greek, feast? What do they do? What's a Greek feast? Like, what kind of Greek food... Like, what kind of food would be at a feast? It'd be outside and there'd be like, you know, probably yachts involved and stuff, you know. I bet you he does. Gyros? There you go. All right, Djokovic serving for the match. Greek kebabs? Yeah, that for sure. All right. Djokovic serving for the match to make the final of his new home. Of his new home tournament. Backhand rally. Djokovic backhand again, the forehand Hampman. As Djokovic goes to the backhand of Hampman. Into the backhand of Djokovic. Hampman backhand again. But it's in the net. 15 love. By the way, Joe, wouldn't it be perfect if Djokovic finishes this match, right, and he gets to the final, but then Rybakina serves her 500th ace when we're actually paying attention? That'd be really nice, right? 30 love Rybakina, by the way. 15 love. Because I'm scared I'm going to miss it by watching Djokovic. Not paying attention. Back here, I've already missed like the last 3 aces. Make that the 4 aces. She just hit one. Make that the last 4 aces. I just missed that one too. She's only 3 away. Well, she can't do it in this game unless she has to go to deuce. Djokovic-Musetti final would be kind of interesting. But I think Korda's going to beat Musetti. I think Korda's been playing well this week. All right, we're back in a backhand. Into the slice of Pagula, and then we're back in a lovely volley winner, and it's 5-2. Yeah, I just added the new ace. She's only 3 away. If we go 3 sets, I'm not going to say it. 4-4 rally. Hampman into the forehand. Djokovic is Hampman with a slice. Goes long. 40 love. Djokovic to make the final of Athens. I hope he plays Turin. I want to see Djokovic play Alcaraz. Come on. Can we just please have that match? I want to see that match. Especially if Djokovic has just won a tournament and he goes play Alcaraz, who just lost a horrible level match. He played terrible, right? What a great time for Djokovic to play Alcaraz, right? Sorry, it's 30 love. It's 30 love. Yeah, Djokovic looks great today. He hasn't looked tired at all. He hasn't had hands or knees or anything. Why is it 40 love, but it's on the wrong side of the court? Am I blind? Oh, they changed it. Okay, 30 love. So it's not me. 4-4 rally. That goes to the backhand of Hampman. Hampman in the net. Now it's 40 love. Djokovic to put himself in the final. And he would take on either Korda or Musetti. Both interesting matchups. I think Korda's probably a tougher matchup on this surface for Djokovic. But both will be interesting. But also Djokovic clearly is ready to win this match. By the way, why do they say it's finished? That's weird. Djokovic serves. And the return goes in the net. Djokovic is into the final. They just put the stats on. What happened? They were maybe there was a delay. I don't even know. What the hell just happened? All right. Djokovic is into the final of Athens. And that was a good win because last time he played Hanfman, it was a tough three-setter in Shanghai. So I thought we'd get a tiebreak, but Djokovic was too good. I mean, this is probably the best match I've seen Djokovic play. Not like the quality-wise. Like he's played well, but I think that was the most engaged I've seen Djokovic in a long time. Like he was fired up. He was throwing fists. He was, he was ready to win. Like he was there to win, right? Whereas we've seen so many matches this year where he just doesn't look interested. Or he looks tired, right? I mean, lately it's been hands on knees, exhausted. He looked perfect today. Like Djokovic looked like Djokovic. He looked like himself. He was fired up. He was throwing fists. He was shouting to the crowd. He didn't look tired, right? That was probably the best moves. But please play Turin. Oh, if this is the Djokovic we're gonna get, play Turin. Oh, this Djokovic might be able to push Alcaraz. This is the one that I want to see. Yeah, maybe he's not playing Turin. That's why he's maybe that's don't say he's playing please play Turin. Oh, this Djokovic in Turin would be so fun. If he's like, look, maybe he's made the mental decision that he's not playing. That's why today he looked like this. But please play. Come on. This Djokovic in Turin would be so much. This is the Djokovic that everyone should be scared of. You know what I mean? Like, if this is the Djokovic that goes and plays Turin, everyone should be scared. Even, Alcaraz and Sinner should be wary because if Djokovic is like this, it's dangerous. 30-all, by the way. As Pagula serves a fault second serve. Come on. This Djokovic can push Alcaraz. Especially if it's Alcaraz that we saw last, in Paris. If Alcaraz isn't as sharp as he should be, it could be really fun as Pagula gets a 40-30. All right, 40-30. As Pagula serves in the back end of Rybakina. Rybakina hits it long and Pagula holds. All right. Rybakina is going to serve the match now. If you want to watch her hit 500 aces, you got to come over here and watch because we're going to merge the streams. And if you want to see the third set, you got to come over and watch. We're also going to be watching Sabalenka versus Anisimova, which is coming on straight after this. So make sure you join us. But Djokovic, he is in the final of Athens. And he will take on either Musetti or Korda. We're going to keep an eye on that match. Not watch it, but we're going to keep an eye on it. So jump on over if you want to keep up to date with that as well. But let's see if Rybakina can get to a third. All right, Rybakina. Was that an ace? It was. Ooh, chat. It could be the game. This could be the game. This could be the game. History. Oh, no, where's it gone? Uh-oh. Ooh. All right, as Rybakina with a great serve, it's 30-love. Here we go, chat. Get your fireworks ready. By the way, did that not count? Didn't it count? She's hit 10 aces, right? Did that not count? Wait, hang on. Are we one? We're one in front. Wait, why didn't that count? Are we in front? What happened? Did that count? Anyway, it's 30-love. She's only hit 9 aces. I thought she hit 10. 7 to the 4 to Pagula. Return goes back to Rybakina, but Rybakina on the net, 30-15. Did that not count? Call the ace police. Chat, this is very important. I mean, we don't want to... It should have counted. That was an ace, right? Maybe it just is delayed. Hang on. I need to know how many aces she's hit in this match, because if she's hit 9 aces, that's less than we expect. As Pagula gets to 30-0. I don't know. This is awkward. 30-0. As we get a fault, second serve. Apparently she's hit 0 aces. What's the WTA website say? As we got a double fault Rybakina. Imagine if you got minus aces if you double faulted. That'd be harsh. So you lose that ace. Let me have a look. All right, 30-40, break back point. The WTA website says she's only hit 8 aces. Oh no, Chad, are we too far ahead? We need to take. We're going to take one back. We'll take one back. I think she's on 1 less ace, because it says she's only hit 8 aces in the match. Who's doing these? Who's taking the stats? Anyways, backhand goes long by Rybakina. Oh no. We'll go with this, and then so she's only hit 9 in this match. Wait, I must have missed one. It said ace on the screen. Anyways, 5-4. Rybakina still leads, but Pagula gets the break back. I need it says 9. Oh no, 10. There we go. It updated. Chat. See, I'm not. I thought I was losing my mind. It's just a little delayed. It's fine. Everything's fine. We're good. Don't worry about it. There we go. Betting sites say 10. Well, they would get it right, because if they get it wrong, people lose money. So the betting sites say 10, then it must be 10. It has to be 10. Because if they get it wrong, then people get pissed. All right. But she got broken, so yeah. All right, here we go. It's going to be Pagula serving to stay in the set now. Can she do it? Can she hold? Can she keep this set going? As that goes out by Pagula. Oh, love 15. By the way, chat, don't forget to press the like button if you haven't already. It turns into a tennis ball. True story. Also, we're nearly at 500 aces. True. Also, 500 likes. So thank you for that. Love 15 is going to back and return the backhand to Pagula. Backhand. Rybakina goes wide. All right. And it's 15-0. 15-0. As Pagula serves a fault, second serve. And the return goes out by Rybakina. 30-15. As a return from Rybakina goes the backhand slice of Pagula. But Pagula hits it out. 30-0. 30-0. 30 all. Am I ready for the new season of Stranger Things? Look at my Christmas tree. Do I look ready? 30 all. As Pagula hits a lovely forehand winner, 40-30. What do you reckon? Look at my tree. Look at my tree. That's what I should do. I should light it on fire. Outside in a controlled environment. It'll just melt. It's a plastic tree. All right, 40-30. Pagula to level the second. As the backhand return goes the backhand to Pagula. Pagula in the net. We get the deuce. Okay. We get the deuce. Pagula's worked real hard to level this, or to get back in this second set as we're back in a backhand rally. Pagula to the backhand of Rybakina. Pagula hits it in the net. Set point Rybakina, but more importantly, should be serving first in the final set. Advantage Rybakina to take the second set. As the return goes back into Pagula, back into Rybakina. Into the forehand of Pagula as Rybakina, forehand cross court. Pagula gets it. As Rybakina goes down the middle again with a forehand, but it's long and Pagula survives. We get back to deuce. All right, deuce. As the forehand return goes to the forehand of Pagula. Down the middle to the backhand of Rybakina. Pagula with a slice forehand. Backhand Rybakina in the net. Advantage Pagula. Advantage Pagula to level in this second set. As Pagula serves. To the backhand of Rybakina. Pagula backhand to the backhand again of Rybakina. Pagula backhand goes into the backhand of Rybakina. Now Pagula with the forehand. Rybakina doing a lot of running and then hits a passing shot winner. Terrible camera angle. And we're back to deuce. Very hard to know what the hell was going on in that rally, but that's okay. We managed to watch it anyway. All right, deuce. Back to deuce. Serve to the backhand. Rybakina return. Goes long. Pagula advantage. Advantage Pagula. Advantage Pagula. And she serves the backhand Rybakina, but it's a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Into the forehand of Rybakina. Pagula forehand in the net. Nice return. We get back to deuce. Back to deuce. As a return from Rybakina to the forehand of Pagula. As Rybakina again to the forehand of Pagula, and then Pagula hits it long. Rybakina to take the second. Advantage Rybakina, set point number 2. So in the front of Rybakina, what a return. Slice Pagula goes short. And then a backhand winner by Rybakina. We're going 3. We're going 3, baby. Oh, man. And this deserved to go 3. This rival, or this matchup, this is what we have been watching, waiting for all week. I mean, we've had these matches all week, but 4-6, 6-4. 1 set to decide who's making the final. All right. We're going 3. Rybakina takes the second, and she'll be serving first in the third. Sometimes that matters. By the way, a lot of errors from Pagula in that second set. 4 winners, 18 errors. Oof, a lot of errors. Rybakina, 12 winners, 23 errors. Still a lot of errors from her, but it was Pagula's errors that were really... and she can't afford to hit errors because she doesn't have the big serve and the big ground strokes that Rybakina has. So Rybakina can afford to hit 23 errors as long as she's serving well and hitting winners. But Pagula, she only hit 4 winners. No aces. She needs to not hit that many errors. Errors are worse for her. Okay. 1 set to decide the final. That is the math. Bet easier than yesterday. Yesterday we were doing all kinds of mental math. All right. From a historical point of view, the ace count is actually more important than the match. It's definitely a nice cherry on top of this match for sure. Now Rybakina has at least 3 games of serve to get 2 aces. So the record is, again, we think the math is right. Pretty sure it is. I'm hoping it is. I'm pretty sure it is. And if it's not, we're going to celebrate like it is anyway because no one else in the world is counting down the aces like we are. So, I mean, not on the WTA. It's not on Twitter or Instagram. Or I haven't seen the countdown for Rybakina's historic 500 aces in a season, the second woman to do it ever. We've been talking about this since Tokyo, chat. Remember when in Tokyo we're like, oh, it's 450. She's just got to serve make the WTA. We've been talking about this for weeks. So we've been counting down since. She might be on 550 for all I know, but we're going to go with this because no one else is paying attention, so we're going to do it. So we're going to celebrate 500 when we think it's 500 because we've been tracking this for weeks. Was that an ace? Oh, shit. All right. No more joking. All right, 15 love. She serves down the tee, the forehand, Pagula return goes to the net. She could do this right now, chat. Was that another ace? She is 1 away. Lock in. We can talk about stuff later. Lock in. She's 1 away. I mean, it would be amazing if confetti exploded and balloons from the ceiling, but I don't have that here. Serve. Ace. 500 aces, according to our math, in a season for Rybakina. 500. The second lady to do it. The big 500. Nice. 2 in the game as well. There it is. 500. Chat, you just witnessed something that only has happened twice before by one other player, and that was 10 years ago. As Pagula hits a wide 1 love Rybakina. I wonder if she knows. I'm sure she doesn't, unless she watches the channel and knows that we've been counting it down since Ningbo. Since she won then, we've been going, hang on a second, maybe if she does this and that. All right, 500 aces in the year. What an achievement. Now she has to win the match. It's nice, but she also has to win the match, though. Bro's getting hyped off the first game. You must be new here. We get hyped off every game. Who did it first? It was Pliskova did it in 2015, and then she backed it up and did it in 2016. Why are 500 aces so important? Because this is the 3rd most aces anyone's ever hit in a single season of WTA. That's what we're watching history here. This is the 3rd most aces in the history of tennis on the women's side. So this is an historic WTA record that will not get celebrated but it should get celebrated. Ace, chat, like I said, aces are, it's like the scoring title in NBA. It should be celebrated as such. But we're going to celebrate it because it is a big achievement, even if the rest of the world are not even paying attention. We celebrate aces because aces are a big deal. And Rybakina, I mean, third most aces in a single season so far. She could, if she makes the final and hits another 20 aces, she could be the second most of all time in a single year. But she already has one of the greatest serves in this, at least this, in this era. But she might have one of the best serves of all time. Rybakina. 30-15 has been a 4-4 rally. That goes out by Rybakina. It's 4-15. By a mile, she has the best serve in the WTA. We know that. Best server on the WTA. I mean, you don't serve 500 aces and become the second woman to ever do that in the history of tennis if you don't have the best serve on the planet. Who has the record? So Pliskova's got 530. That's the record. She probably won't get that because this is the second last match of the year. Unless she hits another 10 aces in this set and then hits 20 aces in the next match, which is a big ask. I'm actually surprised she's hit this many aces here because Pagula's a great returner. Again, it just shows how great her serve is. 1-1. 1-1. And another reason why we're celebrating it as well, because it's only ever happened, only one other player's managed this, right? If she was the 10th player to do this, it wouldn't be as impressive, but she's the second player to hit 500 aces in a single season. I mean, it's in the whole history of the WTA. As far as we know, maybe back in the 70s when they weren't paying attention and keeping records as well, maybe there was, but as far as we know, she has hit she's the second player to hit this many aces in a single year. And that is impressive. Super impressive. We're going to keep counting the aces until this tournament's over, by the way. 15 love. Yeah, and again, I think it solidifies her as one of the great servers of the WTA. You know, she's definitely one of the best servers of the WTA. She's definitely the best server right now. As that goes, the net by Pagula, 30 love. 30 love. Serena hit 528 in 2012. Who told you that? ChatGPT. All right, 30 love. As Rybakina serves into the forehand of Pagula. Rybakina down the line to the slice of Pagula. Into the forehand of Rybakina. Rybakina in the net. 30-15. 30-15. Now let's see if we can... I'm not going to say the word. All right, 30-15. As Rybakina serves into the forehand of Pagula. Return into the backhand of Rybakina. Pagula down the line with the backhand of the forehand of Rybakina. Into the forehand of Pagula. Rybakina forehand again. Goes long. 30-all. 30-all. Andy, don't say that word. We'll be the first to go. All right. 30-all. As the return goes in the forehand of Rybakina. Backing out from Pagula. Into the backhand of Rybakina. Rybakina hits a long 30-40. By the way, shout out to the Tennis Letter. If you don't follow the Tennis Letter on Twitter, you should because they're very informed. But the Tennis Letter just also announced that Rybakina has hit 500 aces. So people are paying attention to the ace count. We love that. It is such a monumental effort, you know. So that's awesome. And the Tennis Channel also acknowledged 500 aces. There you go. There you go, chat. People are paying attention. Good to know. Not to the channel, but to the ace count. All right, Deuce. Your ace count is definitely on point. Starting to see the 500 aces spread around. Good. Good. Unless we've like completely fucked it up and people are watching Tennis Channel like, yeah, the Australian guy who stays up at stupid o'clock, he said 500. We better do a post. And imagine it was $4.99. Imagine we got it wrong and they were basing it off our calculator. I hope not, because I can't do math. Did you see me yesterday? I was drowning. Advantage Pagula. God, I hope they're not basing it off my numbers. I wasn't even paying attention. Oh, God. Oh. Advantage Pagula. Uh-oh. There's been a fault second serve. Well, hopefully they know what they're talking about, and we're lucky that we were on point. Advantage Pagula. The WTA need to come out with a post. I mean, it's historic for them. I mean, they got to celebrate this. It's a great opportunity. That goes the net from Pagula, and it's back to Deuce. Yeah, the WTA need to celebrate this milestone. I mean, everybody else is. The tennis world is. WTA need to post it. By the way, apparently Pliskova hit 517 is the second most of a season. So it's 530, 517, and then Rybakina with a 501 because she just served another one. So if she wants to be the second most aces, she needs to win, serve another 16. I tell you, she's serving, apart from the record, she's serving a lot of, like, this is a massive serving day for Rybakina. She was serving like, between 5 and 8 matches, 5 and 8 aces this week. This is the best serving she's had all week, at least based on aces. She's serving amazingly. And she served 501, so there you go. 16 away from the second most all time. And if she serves like this in the final, she might get there, right? If she makes the final. All right, 2-1. Pliskova's got the most with 530. That is the record in a single year. But she's probably a little far from that. Now, if we had more tennis after this, like Billie Jean King Cup, we might have been able to see it. But because this is the last event of the year, she's only got this match and the next match to serve that many. I don't think she will. That's too many. I think that's out of her reach. But again, 500 for the year is historic enough, you know. It's historic enough. Anyone know the most aces in a single in the ATP? Yeah, I think it was. Did we narrow it down to John Isner? Yeah, John Isner, I think, was the answer. Most aces in a season. I think. Yeah, no, sorry, Goran. My bad. Goran back in '96, 1,477. Yeah, so 1,477. But also, it's going to be very hard to break that record because back in '96. You got to remember, '96 was a totally different time in tennis, right? Different style, but also different surfaces, right? You had carpet, which obviously would help with the aces. You had the fast grass, which Goran was, obviously great on. So I don't think we'll ever get 1,477. There's no one that serves. I mean, Riley Opelka serves big, but I don't think he will serve 1,500 aces. So it goes Goran with 1,477. It goes Karlovic in 2015 with 1,447. John Isner in 2018 did hit 1,200 aces, right? So, decent, really decent, but not 50. I mean, 1,500 would be the record to try and get, right? And in the last, the last 8 years, 7 years, Hurkacz got 1,000. That's it. So it's been it's going to be very, and also you got to remember not just the surfaces have changed, but the five setters have changed because remember in 2018 or at least in 2017-18, John Isner was playing those like 4-day five setters, right? How many aces did John Isner hit in that one match with Mahut, right? Like that those matches don't happen anymore. So you're not going to have somebody serving 100 aces in a match because we're not going to get those long 5-setters. They finish at a tiebreak, right? So we're not going to get hundreds of aces in single matches anymore. Like I'm looking at the most aces in a single match, and Wimbledon 2010 is obviously both players hit over 100. But in the 2020s, no player has hit like over 50 aces in a match. I mean, it looks like 2019 Australian Open, Karlovic hit 59 aces. I think that was unless there's like maybe someone hit 50 aces recently. I can't remember, but because of the format change with the final set tie breaks now, they're not gonna have those like 20 21-19 sets where you can serve and serve and serve and serve. So we're unlikely to see that record be broken. But on the women's side, I mean, Pliskova's record is not unbeatable. I mean, Rybakina is showing that today. If Rybakina just had a better slam run, because she didn't really have a run at a slam, she would have had more matches. And actually, let me have a look. I want to see if Pliskova played more or less matches to get to this total. Because if Rybakina has done it in less matches, then that record in the next few years is possible for Rybakina. Let me have a look. How many matches did Pliskova play? 15. Is that another one? No. Yes. She is the best server on the planet. I don't care who. I mean, if you think otherwise, then you're wrong. So Pliskova played 75 matches for 517. That was in 2015. And then when she hit 530, she only played 61 matches. Pliskova, that was 2016. Wasn't that when she was number one? I mean, 2016 Pliskova was kind of crazy. 61 matches for, I mean, holy shit. And then Rybakina has played, this is her 75th match of the year. So she's taken, I mean, that's crazy. 61 matches, you get the record? Jeez. Yeah, Pliskova 2016 was insane. All right, 30 love. It's crazy. All right, 30 love Rybakina. She serves again. Double fault. 30-15. 30-15. By the way, we still have another match after this. I know it's so exciting. I love days like this. You know, when you kind of like going, oh, this is great. And then you're like, oh, wait, we still have one more match. Which is also just as epic as this could be. As this has been. As the return goes out by Pagula, 40-15. Yeah, Pliskova is still, she hasn't retired. She's just not playing at the moment. She's had injuries lately. But yeah, Pliskova is still active. She'll probably come back next year. Yeah, she had like a wrist injury, I think, and then like a leg injury, so she hasn't been around, but she's definitely still active. She hasn't retired. All right. Nice hold by Rybakina, and it's 3 and 2, which equals 5. No, I'm not going to say the word. Of course not. When do I sleep? I don't know. How can you sleep at a time like this? Venus is also playing in next season. Yeah, she's playing in Auckland, right? Yeah, she's playing in Auckland. All right. Sabalenka and Anisimova were warming up. And they're coming on straight after this. Pliskova's ace percentage must have been much higher with 61 matches. Yeah. Matches, like aces per match in that season was crazy. That is a crazy conversion. All right. 3-2. Rybakina. right, 3-2. Rybakina can actually play a clay on clay. Pliskova got bageled by a young Swiatek. Yeah. All right, 3-2. There's a 4-4 rally. And that goes out by Pagula. Love 15. Love 15. As the backhand goes, the backhand of Rybakina. Pagula forehand to the forehand of Rybakina. Rybakina puts it away. And it's love 30. This would be a great effort if Rybakina came back to win, because it looked like in the first set she wasn't going to finish the match. Her shoulder was giving her all kinds of problems. It looked like she wasn't going to be able to come back. Or, she didn't look good at all. Slice goes in, but the volley too good by Pagula. No, Rybakina puts up a lob. And then Pagula hits a smash and puts it away. 15-30. All right, 15-30. As we get a return to the backhand. Oh, Pagula backing out from Rybakina to the forehand of Pagula. As Rybakina forehand into the forehand of Pagula. Again, the forehand of Rybakina. Pagula down the middle. Goes long. 15-40. Break points Rybakina. All right. Break points Rybakina. She serves an ace Pagula. All right. That's one. Still break point. That's a bit of fault. Second serve. Serve in the back of Rybakina. She hits it back to the slice of Pagula. And Pagula hits it long. Rybakina's too aggressive. And Pagula couldn't handle it. All right. Rybakina is up 4-2 in the final set. I remember the match. Serena choked against Pliskova in 2019. Okay, cool. By the way, Musetti is just about to start against Korda in a must-win match for Musetti. By the way, did I miss some aces? No, I can count. All right. By the way, thank you, Sandeep, for the donation. Appreciate it. All right. 4-2, Rybakina. She serves in the back of Pagula. Return goes to the back of Rybakina, who hits in the net. Love 15. Love 15. And again, like I said, we've got Sabalenka or Anisimova after this. Pagula, by the way, is looking frustrated. All right. Love 15. And we got a fault second serve. Second serve. To the backhand of Pagula. Rybakina backhand. Into the backhand of Pagula. Rybakina comes in with a volley. And then Pagula hits a passing shot winner. Love 30. Great winner by Pagula. Love 30. Love 30. As Rybakina serves again. Into the forehand of Pagula. Return goes into the forehand of Rybakina. Pagula forehand to the forehand of Rybakina. Again, the forehand of Pagula. Rybakina hits it wide and long. Love 40. to get back on serve. Low 40. Almost. By the way, this feels like a much longer match, but it's only like just under 2 hours. Love 40. We got a fault. Second serve. Into the backhand of Pagula. Backhand of Rybakina. Down the line. Winner. 15-40. Huge backhand winner. All right, 15-40. Even Pagula gave her a round of applause. She knew how good that was. As Rybakina says a fault, she thought she started walking like it was an ace. She's like, oh, that was in. No. 15-40. Second serve. In the backhand of Pagula. Return goes to the forehand of Rybakina. Pagula forehand again. The forehand of Rybakina. And Rybakina hits it out. We're back on serve. Short-lived. It was the break. And Rybakina hands it back. All right. Pagula still down, but she's back on serve. We are back on serve. Cool. All right, what's going on? Oh, Musetti breaks already. Can you imagine Musetti Djokovic final? That would be very fun. Being injured, that's like that is. I mean, it kind of. It's I don't know. It's a good match, and then it's also like, but like also, what's at stake? Like that's pretty crazy. Now that'd be crazy if we actually got that. I wonder if the shoulder is actually affecting her forehand more than her serve. Yeah, I mean, she definitely missed a lot of forehands. She's definitely made a lot of errors on that forehand side. All right. 4-3 Rybakina. As with a 4-4 rally, Rybakina in the net. It's 15 love. Pagula might just have the momentum as well now. Because remember, she did come back crazy against Sabalenka not that long ago. A couple of months ago, or a couple of weeks ago. As we return now into the back end of Pagula. Rybakina forehand goes long. No, it goes in. Pagula gets it back though. As with a backhand out of the forehand of Pagula. Forehand volley Pagula. Rybakina passing shot winner though. That's good tennis. I butchered the play-by-play, but it was a great point. 15-all. It's a great point though. Fixed match always. Okay. You're right. I'm not supposed to tell you what happens though, because they send me the script in advance, but I can't tell you what happens. It's a surprise. 15-0, but you better stick around. As the lob goes up, and long by Rybakina, 30-15. 30-15. By the way, chat, for dinner last night, I had a burrito. It's delicious. Exactly what I needed. It's great. Before I went on my hunt, I got a burrito. It was delicious. Rybakina hits it out, 40-15. I got a burrito and then I went hunting for movies. I'm so keen to watch this. I haven't watched The Shining for a long time. I've seen it a bunch, but haven't watched it for a while. I'm so keen to watch it in Blu-ray. And Pacific Rim. This is another one I really want to watch. By the way, has anyone seen Frankenstein? Is it good? I'm keen to see that too. As Rybakina gets a little lucky off the tape. It's 40-30. I really want to see... I don't want to see Frankenstein on Netflix, though. I want to watch it at the cinema. I feel like I should be seeing it on a big screen. It looks good, though. All right. 40-30. As the return goes into the backhand of Pagula. Backhand of Rybakina. As Pagula backhand into the forehand of Rybakina. To the forehand of Pagula. Rybakina gets the point. Pagula overhits it. Deuce. We get to deuce. All right. You won't regret Pacific Rim. Just stay away from the second one. Yeah, I've heard the second one's no good. But I'm only watching Guillermo del Toro movies. I've already watched Mimic. I didn't realize Mimic. I got Mimic because Josh Brolin's in Mimic. And then I only found out later, like a couple of days ago, that Guillermo del Toro did that. And I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Crazy. I did not realize that that's what he did that movie. Anyways, 400 rally as Pagula goes in the forehand of Rybakina. Forehand of Pagula again to the forehand of Rybakina. As Pagula again to the Rybakina forehand. Who's going to miss? Forehand rally. Pagula's going to miss. Advantage Rybakina to break and serve of the match as Pagula throws a racket and then kicks it on the ground. Advantage Rybakina. Pagula just bumping up against the back the back advertising as well, just running into the wall. All right, advantage Rybakina. Serving the backhand of Rybakina. Return goes forward to Pagula. Rybakina backhand. Into the backhand of Pagula. Again, the backhand of Rybakina. Pagula. Forehand cross court. Rybakina gets it. Pagula. Forehand again. Into the forehand of Rybakina. Pagula. Down the line of the net. There it is. Break Rybakina. And she's going to serve for the match. And a place in the final. But we have had breaks back already in this set. Pagula just can't hold, though. That's the problem. It was the problem in the second set, too, when she broke and then couldn't hold to level. Rybakina serving for the match. We've got another match after this, so I don't know if... I mean, this match has been so competitive. Musetti's already broken quarter twice. Holy shit. Return goes into the forehand of Rybakina. And Rybakina in the net. Love 15. Love 15. Serve again, Rybakina. Musetti's on a mission. Love 15. Serve to the back of Pagula. Pagula hits it out. 15-0. And a bit of serve again. Ace down the tee. Chat, she could get close to that. I mean, if she serves like this in the final and she gets this many aces in the final, she will be the second most aces in a season. She's already third most all time in a season. So, yeah, she could really push towards that the second spot as Pagula hits it wide. Match points Rybakina. 40-15. And the serve has been what has really helped her in this match. I mean, the errors have come from the forehand, but the serve has saved her. Match point Rybakina to keep the streak alive and get to the final of the WTA Finals. She serves. Into the back of Pagula return. Goes wide. Rybakina is in the final. She fights back from a set down and a shoulder injury. And she's into the final. Great run by Pagula this week. I mean, she beat Gauff. She took Gauff's spot. I mean, Gauff was supposed to be in the semis. I mean, her and Sabalenka were supposed to get out of the group. So great run by Pagula. But she just came up against a humongous serve. And maybe the errors let her down a little bit as well, Pagula, because she was playing solid in the first set, but the second set she kind of lost her game a little. But Rybakina's in the final. How many matches in a row is that for Rybakina? 4 this week, 3 the week before, 5 the week. What is it, like a 12-match win streak? 12-match streak, I think, something like that. Which and I mean 500 aces. I wonder if they're going to mention that. I hope they mention it because, like, it's a humongous milestone. It's a goddamn historic milestone. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 matches. What am I? Can I not count? By the way, last time she lost a match was against Sabalenka in Wuhan. Imagine she plays Sabalenka in the rematch. That would be fun. Her and Sabalenka have had some battles this year too. They've had some real battles. Because Noskova didn't beat her, she had to retire. Or she withdrew with a back problem. The walkover isn't a loss. No. Walkover doesn't count. All right. Rybakina to the final. 15 aces. Wow. Yep. Huge. It's a milestone. You're not invited to the party. All right. Talk about the 500 aces, goddammit! We need, please, for the love of God, please. I'm not going until they talk about the 500 aces. Please, just say, hey, you got 500 aces. Did you know that? Just ask that question. Just say, hey. They just said, oh, aces are a big deal tonight. Say the words. Producer of WTA, put it into the ear and say, hey, did you realize that you have also hit 500 aces? You're the only second player to ever do that in the WTA history. And then everyone could cheer because it's a goddamn humongous thing. Come on. Now he's talking about finals. All right. Oh, now he's just like, the crowd's made a big deal. And the crowd's like, woo, tell them about the 500 aces. Educate this crowd. That's why we came to Riyadh. We came here to educate them. Boo! Boo! Not even, he said the word aces and he didn't even say 500. He just went, aces were important tonight. Where are the records? Why are we not talking about this? WTA, break the silence. You're the only one who hasn't talked about it. Oh my God. How do you, didn't we come to this country to teach them more about tennis as well? What about the record? A historic event just happened at this tournament. Ah, all right. Anyways, we're going to watch Sabalenka. It is over. Oh, what are they doing? Come on. Hopefully in the press conference, somebody says, hey, guess what? Did you know you did this? And she probably wouldn't have known. And then it's like, congratulations. You're the second person in the history of this game to get 500 aces in a season. Congratulations. You are one of the great, you have become one of the, we need Rybakina on the channel so we can talk about it to her and be like, hey, you are one of the best servers of all time in the WTA. How does that make you feel? I need to ask these freaking questions. All right. Come on, WTA. Come on. All right, jump over there. Talk amongst yourselves. We'll be back in about 5 minutes to watch the second semi. Sabalenka versus Anisimova. The winner's going to play Rybakina in the final. So let's see how that goes. But Rybakina wins 4-6, 6-4, 6-3. And more importantly, she serves 500 aces. The second woman to ever serve 500 aces in a WTA match. Jesus, can you imagine? In a WTA season after Pliskova, according to records that are on the internet. So there you go. She's got the third most aces in the season. She could get the most aces, second most aces if she does serve as well as she did tonight. Let's see who she's going to play.